is today? Today's the 16th? Yeah, 16th. Okay. Welcome back to Ooh Ah Crochet. This is Vlogmas Day 16th. Hello, how are you? All right, so I did not do a Dollar Tree pattern today, but I did use some Dollar Tree yarn. So this is, what kind of yarn is it? Let's see. It is the Just Chenille, and they are 50-gram balls, 65 yards. So I was telling you about this chocolate, this beautiful, beautiful chocolate chenille yarn. Now it does shed, and so when you're sewing, you have to be very careful. So there is that. I didn't have any breakage as far as the string, so that's pretty good. But it does shed. So when you're sewing, you just have to leave yourself enough to make sure that you get that in there. But I just looked up teddy bear patterns, and I found a website that had a free teddy bear pattern. Now, granted, it did not have instructions as far as how to put it all together. So again, free pattern, you take it for what you get. But they showed pictures. It was pretty simple. They do tell you to do the muzzle in a smaller hook size, which is a good thing. I used the white is in the Teddy from Dollar Tree, and this is that leftover yarn I was telling you guys about from the kit, from the Dollar Tree kits. So that went to a good purpose. I put green eyes because it was too dark for black eyes, and I think well, I guess my eyeball is really off, but there's not really much I can do about it now. Oh, I guess he's a little off. That's okay. I'm off too. So, but super simple. I mean, a lot of sewing. You could, again, if you read through the pattern all the way, because they put the pattern in different, like the heads first, then the arms and legs, then the body. If you started with the body, or if you started with the arms, you could do the body, add the arms in, and then go into the head, and I think you would get the same result, so you wouldn't have to sew on all of those pieces. The ears are just 6 and 12, and the legs are, my legs are a little wonky because I missed a stitch on one. And with this kind of yarn, it's really, really hard to frog. So if you frog it, you're probably going to ruin your yarn. So I just went with it. He's a little off. He's a little off, teddy bear. He's okay. But he's so freaking soft. He's so soft. So soft. And I thought, well, I could add a little ribbon or something with him. And he could be part of the Garfield make-along. So... And my sewing, I can see that my head is a little off. Again, you just got to be careful with sewing on the pieces because of the yarn. So, and you could probably, with this yarn, you could probably use a black thread or something to sew instead of the actual yarn. But I always just use the yarn. I cut my tails probably longer than necessary, because I just want to make sure, being that I've been doing most of my toys with Bernat blanket, I know that there's a chance of breakage, so I always want to leave myself enough room. But anyway, there's a super soft teddy bear, and he's this big. He's so small. He's tiny. Sorry about that light. I guess I could switch my chair here a little bit. Okay, so from that, from the Dollar Tree kit, I had some leftover yarn, and I don't know if you guys remember, I mean, like 1980s, 1990s, they had these little butterflies that you could make, and you could either put, I still have to do the little tie to make the antennas, but they had these everywhere. I mean, they had them on like little brooches, they had them for magnets for the refrigerator. So I just thought, well, this is cute. And maybe just maybe, my dinosaur is catching a butterfly. I don't know. He matches. Or maybe she needs a bow. A butterfly bow. Anyway. Apparently I'm crocheting in pink. But that was the end of the pink. I mean, I had a little bit. I was going to try to do another round, but I didn't want to do another round of the white. So I actually used the pink variegated yarn that I had and finished it off. So the white and the light pink are from the extra Dollar Tree yarn that I had, which I still have some left over. But I didn't want to mix it with this other project I'm doing because it's thinner. It's a lot thinner. So I've got that done, and Donnie went to go get the kids, so I didn't have to do that today. He wasn't too happy about it, but I gotta get a video out. So the other project, I'm gonna do the other Dollar Tree kits hopefully for tomorrow. If not, it'll be Wednesday's project. But the other one I was starting on is my stepdaughter wants me to make a Roseanne blanket. So a granny square blanket. And I'm just going to use, that'd be a good stash buster. So this was a variegated, I'm pretty sure it's Red Heart. But it was a variegated like stripes. I don't know, browns and blues, dark blues, grays. So I've got the white. The white was the white I've been using. I finally used up the white ball. So that was finally done. And then the blues and the grays are from this variegated. The gold is from this. This one might be a Karen. Or it could be a Red Heart. But I'm thinking it's a Karen 1 pound. So we've got the golds there. The blues. I really like the different blue colors. I'm not really sure how to do the colors. I'm just gonna grab and see what looks okay. I've got 4 more centers made, or 5 more, I guess. 5. There should be 5. I probably dropped one already. Yep, I did. They're so small. And then I did 5 in the green, and I can already tell that these green are bigger than, can you tell that they're bigger? Worsted weight yarn is not all the same, y'all. It's not all the same. And then, look at this difference. This is that gold compared to the green. It's all the same hook size. It's supposed to be the same, you know, worsted whatever, but it is not. So the green I'm using is definitely a Karen 1 pound. I'm pretty sure that, and yes, it's an absolute disaster. So yeah, there'll be definitely some blocking. If you guys know a good blocking square thing, I have not ordered one off of Amazon. I did see that they have them on Amazon, but I haven't ordered one. I don't know what to use for sure. I know some people DIY stuff, but I'm not sure I'm about that yet. So I'm going to use some of my variegated yarns, and my plan was to use this skein up. I can tell just by the texture that this purple one is older. It's not as soft. But I thought maybe something like that with the greens, and then I'll add some red. Definitely white, of course, but I've got some of that pink left over from the variegated. And then I've got, you guys, I squirrel a lot, can you tell? I've got this, but I'm not sure. This is pretty old. It's a Pamela yarn, Lion brand, 100% virgin acrylic. Again, this is probably older than me. I don't know. It's a good chance. I think it'll be thick enough. Some of these acrylic, these older acrylic. This is a Lion brand, Sail, maybe, Sail. When you use this, it's squishy, and look at how it goes real thin. But this is, it won't be as thin. So I think I can use this. I'm not going to use that red. I'm going to try to go for a red heart, actual red. So I could use that up. Still good yarn, so I mean it's gonna be in a big blanket. It'll be mostly red heart, I'm assuming, because that's what I've got. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep myself busy doing some different projects, but I've also got other things going on at home, so gotta manage that too. What else? I'm going to put in some clips at the end of the video. If you guys are interested in a big yarn box, I've got like a big section of variegated yarns, and then I will add some worsted weight. But I'm thinking like for all the ones that I picture, I'm thinking it'll be like $80, and that'll include shipping. So if you guys are interested, let me know. I will put all the pictures that will be included in there, and then I'll add some more. So it should be about like $1. It should be about like $1.25 a ball. So I'm thinking there's like at least 60. But I'll put the comments in the pictures. Not all of them will have yarn bands, but you'll be able to tell what the colors were. They were definitely classic yarns that I know that you will, if you're a yarny person, you'll know what they are. So, and you might even know the colorways if you're that good. But yeah, just in case anybody would like that, that'll be available. And I think that's it for today. Kids will be home soon, and we'll have to get supper started. I am using a 4.5mm hook. And I'm using the pattern from Begaudet Crochet. As far as the granny square and what she does instead of, so she does 2 in the corner, and then she starts a chain of 3. I don't know if I like the chain, but I'm going to go with it because it might be more secure than a magic circle. And then she does to gap the bridges between the granny square sections. She does a half double crochet, and instead of the chain 1 stitch, she does that. So then you have the gap, but if you were doing a solid color, or if you were continuing around, you wouldn't have to do the chain 3. You wouldn't have to slip stitch over to the next spot because you would already have it, and you could just work from that section. Unfortunately, I'm going to be doing color changes, but I did like the look of it, and it does bridge the gap. So, and you can watch her video. She's got tons of videos. If you guys haven't watched her, I mean, I'm sure you have. If you're in the yarning community, you probably heard of Crystal with Begaudet Crochet. If you haven't, where have you been? So, all right, I will love you and leave you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.